In this video, Josh goes supersonic, James tries to get fit, and they test some stand-on mowers. Today we are going to test 4 leading brands of stand-on mower.
So we have the Grasshopper, the Hustler, a Toro, and an Ariens.
We are going to test their agility, their speed, how easy they are to transport, as well as obviously cut some grass.
So come the end of this video, we are hopeful you will know which machine is right for you.
Let's check out the specs.
So first up we have the Grasshopper, powered by a 26 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard engine with a 52-inch side discharge deck. Next up we have the Hustler, powered by a 22 horsepower Kawasaki V-twin engine with a 48-inch rear discharge deck. The Toro is powered by the same engine as the Hustler, a 22 horsepower Kawasaki V-twin with a 48-inch rear discharge deck. And representing battery power is the Ariens with a 56 volt system running 4 kilowatt hour batteries, and this is a 48-inch rear discharge deck.
Right, so the first test is transport, loading and unloading, strapping on and weight. And it's right behind us. Let's get on with it.
Time for the Grasshopper. Alright, squeaker?
Yeah, making sure I'm right up against it. Well, that's what the commercial boys will do, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Are we going to do tie down points?
Tie down points, yes. Yeah, so you've got
a couple on the front there, right underneath the frame.
Nice.
Nice and easy to get to.
And then on the back, really nice and easy to get to here, which is fine if you're using 4 sets of straps. What I think manufacturers should do is make it so you can put 1 strap front, 1 strap back on all of them, and I don't think any of them have got that.
No.
Obviously you can put it over the front chassis, over the top, but it's never something really easy to do on the back.
No,
so
not.
Some hoops that way around perhaps might be quite good.
Yeah.
Just
outwards.
ring ones, like rounded ones.
Yeah.
That might be quite nice. Anyway, length 183. This is the back caster. Centimeters or 72 inches. Now we've got,
obviously this is side discharge, so you've got that extra flap on the side.
Yeah, 66 inches or 167 centimeters.
Cool. Right, another thing to mention and to obviously bear in mind is the weights of these machines, because obviously if you've got a commercial setup and you've got loads of other equipment on the back of your trailer, obviously you want to make sure you're under the weight limit. So this one here is 489.9 kilos. Now it's the Hustler. I was waiting for the squeak.
Oh mate, I'm getting practice in. Practice makes perfect. Tie down points on this one, on the back are right in underneath there, which are there, they're available.
On the front, they are actually a little bit easier to access than the Grasshopper. They're just there right up on the chassis itself.
Yeah. Lengthwise is 70 inches, 178 centimetres, so 2 inches shorter. And widthwise, obviously this is rear discharge, so we are looking at 4 foot exactly, 122 centimetres.
This one weighs in a little bit heavier than the Grasshopper. This one comes in at 518 kilos. Now it's the Toro grandstand.
Pull me on, sir.
Be careful of your strimler on the front there.
Yeah, I did
hangs out further out the front.
Just note the weights will be without the accessories, which we will mention later on. But tie down points, we have got nothing obvious there, is it?
You've got a couple there at the back.
Underneath there. Quite awkward to get to.
So it's not really a drive-on system without lifting it up then, really, is it? And on the front, you've got some nice...
they're quite nice. You could actually go right through there with a strap as well, from front to back. Length is with the stand down 190 centimetres, 75 inches.
So that's longer
with
than
it up would be about 64 inches, 162 centimetres. We are again exactly 4 foot, 122 centimetres, same as a Hustler.
Nice. Now, it's not really the babber in the range, but it is the lightest. It's 399.2 kilos.
That makes a big difference, especially if you're putting it in the back of a van. A lot of people will put standers sideways in the back of a van that way, and then a 0 turn up the back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice. God, it's so quiet. Didn't he hear you come in?
Oh, I know, mate. As of any battery machine, you hear the rattles you don't on a petrol, don't you?
So the Ariens Arrow E.
Shh. Stop beeping at me.
Tie down points then.
Tie down points.
What have we got on the back?
I've got some rings there on the back, Again, all four, I'd say, have the same issue.
Yeah.
Tie down, you got ones on the
nice
side.
And accessible there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, again, you could put a strap over the top of that, but again, it'd be nice to have some rings just to run one strap over, one strap front and back. With the foot plate down, it is 81 inches, 206 centimetres.
So that's the longest one.
But the plate can go up and clip in. And then you're at 71 inches down with the rest of them, really. Yeah. So definitely the longest. Again, 4 foot, 122. So yeah, all three of those machines are the same width.
Now this is a bit of a beast of a mower, because this is actually 546 kilos, so it's the heaviest one out of the lot.
Is that with the batteries, though?
I presume it's with the batteries,
right, yeah, because there's a fair bank of batteries in there, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, nice. Right, so if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in this type of machinery. Now, we want to know what you're doing this September, because the largest outdoor ground care show is happening.
Will you be joining us at Groundsfest 2025? It's on the 9th and 10th of September at Stoneleigh Park, and we will have a live arena where we will be demonstrating and showcasing this sort of machinery and plenty more.
And there is loads of different stands and brands and loads of things going on at that show. So we've popped a link in the description below for you to register for your ticket and to check it out to find out some more. So now it is the agility test, and I've set up this beautiful assault course for Josh to do. So he's going to start here, he's going to go under here, he's going to go underneath here as if he's going into the back of a van, and then round the chicanes, or the slalom even, round here, up through these cones, probably as fast as I'm doing it now, and come up to a slope. It's the roughest field we've got. Round here, and you've got to turn on the slope, come back along here, and then across the line. 3, 2, 1, go. First one. This is going to be the hardest. I hope it's not taking any cones.
It's tight. Let me have a look. See how it goes through.
To help you.
You'll put it there? Oh, we're going to carry on, are we?
Get on, yeah. Mind me cones. Mind my cones. Mind my cones. Comes up to the slope, around the slope. Alright, we didn't go across the line, but we got all the way back to the start with 52 seconds.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
3, 2, 1, go. Now this should be a lot easier because he hasn't got the side discharge flat. He forgets how precious I am about my cones though. Back up the line. Round the side.
Got to be quicker.
35 seconds on the nose. Brilliant.
Practice, don't I?
Right, next one. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Oh, he's getting on well now. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's on it. Down the side. 3.
It's quicker.
27 seconds.
Oh, it's getting better, isn't it?
3, 2, 1, go. There's no noise for us to do this time.
Oh, nearly.
Oh, very well held, mate.
Saved it, saved
well held. Through this one.
No problem.
No problem, mate. You're bossing this. Absolutely bossing it. Definitely not quite as fast as the others. As it slow and steady wins a race. To be fair, 36.
That's not bad.
99, so we'll go 37.
Felt slow going up there though.
Yeah, definitely slower on the long run, but the handling in the cones
bad, is it?
was actually really surprising. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm quite surprised. I think the Grasshopper only was the slowest because it's got side discharge.
Side discharge, and it's the first time you've done it as well, isn't it? So it's like...
He had 20 practices before he started.
I don't know what you mean.
Right, I think before we actually go and mow some grass, I promise, we're going to mow some grass. We should probably talk about some of the features that each of them have.
Yes.
And their individuality, because at the end of the day, they all look very similar, but they all have special elements about them, which I think we should highlight.
Okay. Let's start with the Grasshopper first then.
Start with the Grasshopper.
Right, so the cutting deck on the Grasshopper is up to 10 gauge thickness in steel.
The cockpit is actually height adjustable. Now, I reviewed this machine last year, and one thing I had was you can put the impact on there and actually raise your cockpit up and down for the taller or shorter.
4.5 inches.
And also, it's got some lovely storage in it, so you can actually, well, almost put your lunch in the front there, and you've got a big cup holder down on the side.
Yeah. Cutting deck wise as well, obviously it's inside discharge, but you can get mulch kit for it as well. So, you know, if you're cutting longer grass, you think a side discharge will probably do a better job anyway. But LED lights on that one. You have got the heavy duty Parker transmissions on this machine as well. Fuel tank wise, that one has got a 35 litre fuel tank and a top speed of 15.3 kilometres per hour.
So the Hustler does look a little bit more of a basic machine. There isn't quite so much going on as there.
Mechanical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
So cutting deck wise, they've got what they call a VX vacuum deck. So it's basically a heavy duty deck that's meant to increase the performance and cutting abilities. They've got the smooth track steering system, which is what's used on their zero turns, which we've liked and we've used before.
Yeah.
Fuel tank wise, you've got 27.6 litre fuel tank, which is actually the smallest of the petrol machines we've got here. And you'll see on the transmissions there, they're on different heights.
Yeah.
So basically they're to aid cooling. And
so to dissipate heat away from each other.
Yeah, and then you've got easy access points to get to servicing items and stuff like that.
Yeah, everything is very accessible, isn't it?
It is.
I do like that a lot. Nice.
7 gauge steel deck.
Right, travel speed?
Oh, travel speed, yeah, I forgot about that. Travel speed, 14.48 kilometres per hour.
Okay, nice.
Actually the slowest.
Oh.
Apparently.
I wouldn't say that in the last test, but there we are.
The Toro has got what they call a turbo force deck, so it's got a bull nose to the front of it. Think of it as a bit of like a snowplow, so it's stronger on the front
bulldozer.
end. Yeah, bulldozer. 40 litre fuel tank, it's the biggest fuel tank of the lot as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also, the engine is the opposite way around to the other two petrol machines. It's sideways mounted.
It is, isn't it?
So, don't know what difference that makes, but it is like that.
Speed-wise, 16 kilometres per hour. So pretty quick, to be honest.
Now, this one, compared to the other two, you can actually fold up the footplate on the back to be able to use it as a walk-behind machine. So say if, you're on a bit more of a slope and you don't want to be stood up on it up even higher, and you want to walk behind it for safety purposes, then that is available.
Very low servicing as well. There's no greasing points on this. Apparently it's all sealed up.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
I prefer I prefer to have a nipple to grease.
to play around
with. You know what you've got, don't you? But yeah, seal bearings, fine.
Yeah.
They've got their advantages, definitely.
The fuel tank as well, going back to the fuel tank, is actually located right in the middle of the machine. So the weight distribution is right in the middle.
Right.
So you get better balance and hopefully better stability with this machine as well.
As you probably noticed, there are some extras on this, which aren't on the others. It's got a tool carrier for your brush cutter or strimmer. Here we have the Toro battery one fitted onto it. So I presume they're optional extras rather than as standard. Yeah. And then on the back, we have a roller kit for a striping effect, which is in between the wheels. So that obviously your wheels are rolling, but also your rear roller, which when you're stood on the back is then underneath, creating a striped effect on your lawn.
Nice.
Very nice.
Right then, the Ariens.
Battery powered.
Yeah, so it's powered by obviously four kilowatt batteries.
Yeah.
Which are removable, singly removable.
I'll turn it off probably.
So yeah, you can charge them up separately or obviously charge them up in situ.
Yeah.
Fast charging is just over 5 hours to charge the full bank of batteries.
Which I like presuming they're the same ones that also go into the zero-turn mower as well.
Yeah, the Zenith, I presume.
Yeah. The Zenith E.
Zenith E, yes, that is right.
Yeah, nice. They're nice and tidy, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit like the Toro. You can obviously fold up the back end as well.
Yeah, walk behind it.
So you can make it a walk behind machine.
Walk behind, nice. Stand behind for the same purpose. Clip it in. Make it shorter as well.
Yeah, you've got a nice LED display at the top telling you what's going on. You have got the eco mode, obviously, and you've got travel speed mode as well.
Now, one thing I would really like about it, now, the deck height adjustment, if you're not the strongest in the arm to pull that up, because big old decks, aren't they? You have actually got an extra foot support on the back. Press that down and lift that up and clip it in. So you can push down with your foot and pull up with your hand at the same time.
Yeah.
Drinks holder and 12 volt,
Yeah.
which I didn't mention. Grasshopper also has a 12 volt connection, so you can have a drink in there, or I don't know if your phone would quite go in there.
Ooh.
But no. But the Toro nor the Hustler have even got a drinks holder.
No.
There's nowhere to put anything on them.
It's meant to be the fastest one, but I don't actually feel it was the fastest when we done that test. It's
Definitely not.
17.7 kilometres per hour top speed.
Unless we're doing something wrong in the settings.
Well,
As
maybe
the one
so.
thing with electric stuff, you know, the settings can be endless.
Yeah.
But we've got it on eco off and in fast mode, so
Yeah.
we presume that's the fastest it can go.
Yeah. Cutting deck wise as well, obviously 7 gauge, it has got separate spindle motors and they got slip clutches on. So if you are to go into anything heavy, it's meant to reduce any
Now,
sort of
there is a
damage.
button here for up and down,
I think that's deck lift.
but that's the deck lift on your foot.
Oh, good. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
we're going to look into that before we do actually some grass cutting. Promise. We're going to do some grass cutting.
Which is next.
That is next.
It's next.
So I think we should probably go, load up, and go and find some good grass. Good grass, green grass, thick grass, lush grass,
Green grass.
blue sky.
Deja vu.
Yeah, that's right. Right,
Let's go.
Let's go and do some cutting. So what would a mower review be without actually cutting some grass? Some
very
people
true.
might have been wondering that when that was coming.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've now got some grass. We've come to a nice commercial area where these machines are in their natural habitat.
Come into their own, don't
Yeah,
they?
they should. Well, that's exactly what they're for. Hence why we've been doing these sort of tests towards the commercial person.
Drop them all down to 3 inches,
Yeah,
so
cutting-
they're all fair.
Yep,
And
all
see
fair.
what sort of finish we get.
Let's do it. So there we are, Mr. Smith.
There we have it.
We have completed what we set out to do. We have tested these 4 stand-on mowers.
4 brilliant machines in their own right, aren't
Absolutely brilliant. There isn't one I wouldn't want to keep myself.
No.
So we're now going to do our likes and dislikes on each machine. So, shall we start with
the Grasshopper.
Grasshopper?
What do you like about it?
My likes are the storage. Phone, keys, as I said before, your lunch.
It is handy,
all fits in. It is nice. It's nice to have somewhere to put stuff. And it's robust, it's solid. You can jump on it.
Yeah.
And you haven't got to put the handbrake on and off every time. As long as you turn the deck off, you can jump off, jump back on again.
Yeah, you can start without a handbrake on, can't you?
Yeah, compared to the others, it was always a bit of a faff with them, so, yeah.
Dislike, not really a dislike, but a bit of a disadvantage, shall we say, is obviously because it's side discharge 52 inch, taking it in the back of a van, obviously you're going to have to lift up that side discharge flap, which could be a bit of a faff.
Yeah.
And obviously to put mulch kit on, it's going to be a bit...
And it is side discharge. I definitely prefer a rear discharge. On a machine like this, it's going to be used on commercial areas. You're always going to be blowing it somewhere you don't want to.
But it's bloody strong.
It is strong, and you can get rid of grass very, very quickly. You're right. Hustler. Dislike for me, straight away, is that the footplate on the back is quite small, and your pad on the back, although it has got some wings, which I like, which the Grasshopper hasn't, you just don't feel like you've got a great deal of space there to move around, especially when we're on the slopes.
No.
And also, there's no storage. Not even a cup holder.
No.
I think they could quite easily, you know, extend something here. There's lots of room to do it.
To impress James, you've got to have a cup holder. If you don't,
Or just storage.
write your machine off.
I do like someone to put. I always have a lot of things in my pockets. I like to get rid of them.
Okay, right. For me, simplicity-wise on the Hustler, there's no...
Isn't that another brand?
Oh, it could well be.
you like how simplistic it is?
Yeah, it is very simplistic and it's very easy to service everything. Everything's accessible.
It is,
so
straightforward. It's not overcomplicated.
No.
It's just built right.
Typical American machine. So what do you like about the Toro?
Like, to be fair, just the whole machine in general, I like it. It just, the deck size to the engine size, the same with the Hustler.
Yeah.
It's right, it's set up right.
You know what you're going to get with the Toro, don't you?
You do,
yeah.
definitely. And the red and black, you can't beat it. It's my favourite colour coordination, so it's got a big tick in the box. Any dislikes?
Yeah, dislikes a little bit. I think the pad on the back is a little bit basic, very simple, just a canvas sort of stuck on. It's almost like a kneeling pad, isn't it? But
I prefer wings.
Yeah.
Like something you can lean into.
But to counteract that foot plate on the back with the lifted sides does mean when you're mowing on the slope, you could actually put your weight into it.
Yeah.
Whereas actually on the other ones, you kind of like either an angle, sort of an angle with your feet. So that is quite a comfy back end.
Yeah, the one of them, I can't remember which one you're on there. It looked like you were cocking your leg like a Jack Russell at one point there.
Oh no, I was just trying to do a John Wayne impression. I'm just going to go, hey!
The other thing, dislike-wise, is it's very light on the front end. So going up the slopes, you can wheelie very easily because there's not, you know, when you push your handles, it's not a soft start. It's quite a, but it's a little bit light on the front end. Anyway,
battery.
Ariens. Definitely, the rear pad, the nicest one out of the lot.
Premium.
It's got a nice, don't get me wrong, I think you can always have bigger wings to lean into, but that is the most comfiest position out of all 4 of the mowers, without a doubt.
I like the LCD screen, tells you what's going on. We used 9% battery today.
That's what we used, 9%.
Which, I know we haven't done a heavy work with it, but actually it's quite impressive for what we have.
We've probably done an hour with it, I expect, probably. Which is mad, really.
And also the interchangeable batteries, being able to sort of slot your batteries in and out, charge them independently if you want, very nice as well.
And it does as much as what the petrol ones do, without question. Right, my only dislike about this machine, and there's been a bit of a bugbear today, simply because we've jumped on and off them a lot, is every time you turn the key on, it takes at least 15 seconds before you can drive away.
Like for this power up.
It's a power up. It's like an old-fashioned Windows PC where you've got to wait for it to warm up with and then you've got to work the handbrake out and work a bit fiddly. You can do it with just turning the key and being able to go. And I think it's very, very important for commercial users to be able to do that.
Now, one thing we did mention at the beginning, obviously, is the speed. This is meant to be the quickest one at just over 17 kilometres per hour, and we have found out that it does go quite fast. Because it's a lot faster than the other machines.
Because there's a little knob here and a big knob neck, and you can actually adjust that handle to there, and then that gives you full chat.
Yeah. But you wouldn't be mowing at full chat because
transport-wise,
being battery and the torque that it's got, at full speed, you want to be on something fairly level, don't you?
I thought of another disadvantage of this machine.
What's that?
It's really hard to keep in a straight line.
Yeah.
Even in slow mode. In control mode, on slow, with it back there, it's still very, very hard to
I think it's one of those things you'd probably get more used to.
I think you would get used to, but those 3 you jump on, and it's very easy to keep in a straight line.
Yeah.
I done a review on the Arrow 36-inch petrol machine, and I didn't ever find that hard to keep in a straight line. I think it's something to do with the way the electronics are set. Yeah, exactly that. The limiters and everything that are on those motors to how fast they kick off.
But you have got a cup holder.
Got a cup holder.
He loves a cup holder.
Love it. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of these machines. They're all from major manufacturers. They'll all look after you. They've got dealer networks across the country. And my advice is to go and get a demo of your own and try it before you buy it.
Now, as we mentioned at the middle of the video, the registration for Groundsworth tickets are now open, so we've put a link to that also in the description. So if you want to come and see all of these machines and plenty more, don't miss out.
Thank you for watching. We're Machinery Nation. We'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.
Fucking hope it breaks.